Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and today it's Tip Tuesday. Today we're making these super fun beaded bracelets using the Artistic Wire Deluxe Jig Kit. Now you can make these without the jig, but using the jig makes it much more fun, fast, and easy. So without further ado, let's get wired. I'm using 22 and 20 gauge German style wire. And my favorite miracle beads, I have 6 and 8 millimeter. You will need a jig. I love the Artistic Wire Deluxe Jig Kit, and I'm using a cup burr wire rounder for the earring hooks. My tools are the Beaded Slimline Series chain nose and round nose pliers, their Glimmer Series nipper tool, their nylon jaw pliers, and their bail making pliers. For the first one, I am using 22 gauge German style wire. You can work off the roll or cut 1 foot pieces. We are going to curl the end into a loop. I've marked my pliers so that the loop will be the same size as the peg on the jig. There's the loop. We'll put it right on the jig, press it down. Bring the wire around at a right angle. Remove it and put a 6 millimeter miracle bead and hold the bead firmly and push the wire up on an angle to match the other side. Place that loop back on the jig and turn the wire around to make another loop right on top of that first one. Remove it from the jig. Clip the end with your flush cutters. Make sure it's right flush. Pinch in that little pokey end, making sure the two loops are stacked one on top of the other. Adjusting both sides, make sure there are no gaps, lining up those loops. From there, we'll get another piece of the 22 gauge wire, clip the end flush, turn the end into a closed loop as we did before. Bring it right around, straighten the wire, give it a little pinch, put it on the jig, bend it at a right angle. Now you can remove it and we'll connect it to the first part of the link. So we'll put the wire right through. The two pieces are together. You want to make sure you use a bead with a large enough hole. The miracle beads have a decent size hole. Hold it in place now. Push the wire up at an angle. Create the other loop, holding it firmly. Bring the wire around to make a closed loop. Lift it off the jig. Get your flush cutters and give it a little clip. Take your chain nose pliers. Make sure there's no little pokey bits. Close up those loops. Use your round pliers to line up those loops as well. Just wiggle it till they're one on top of the other. Give it a little press. Make sure it's even. You can adjust the little angles. Sometimes I like to bend the wires beyond each other and back, and then the loops will sit closer together. We're going to make a bunch of these loops so you have enough for a bracelet. I will make some jump rings with a thicker 20 gauge wire. Using the bail making pliers, make a coil, whatever size you want, and we'll need about 8 of them depending on how many links that you have. Remove them from the pliers and clip the ends flush. Clip them apart. If you prefer, you can use a jewelry saw to make a cleaner cut. Just be sure to flip your pliers so the end will be flush and the jump rings will close nicely. But to put them together, we are going to take one of our components, take the jump ring, open it up, and attach two of the components together. Close up that jump ring, make sure it's fully closed. Keep going until you have as many as you need. Close up the jump ring. From there, we're going to make a hook. Take the round pliers to make a little loop at the end of the 20 gauge wire. Get your bail making pliers to make a simple hook. I like to make a little loop inside to make a more secure clasp. We'll do our little loop just inside the hook. Give it a little pinch. Make sure it's even and straight. Bend the wire down at an angle and around with the round pliers to make the loop to attach it to the bracelet. Slide your bracelet on there, making sure the wire goes through both loops. Hold it firmly with your chain nose pliers and bring the wire around a couple of times. Clip it flush. Give it a little pinch so there's no little pokey ends. Now we are going to make a loop for the other side. Make a centered loop and slide on the bracelet. Hold it with the chain nose pliers. Bring the wire around to make a closed loop. Give it a little clip and pinch in the little end. Hold the loop and bend the wire at an angle. Get the round pliers or bail making pliers to make a centered loop. Wiggle it around till it's centered. Hold it firmly with the chain nose pliers and bring the wire around. Bring it a couple of times. Clip the end flush and give it a little pinch. Straighten it out, and there's your beautiful bracelet. See, it dangles, super cute. And you can make some matching earrings. We're going to make a little dangle. You can use a head pin if you prefer. Put a little bead on there, make a little centered loop above the bead. Wiggle it around so it's centered. Open it up. Put it on one of the components. Close it up. To make the hooks, we're going to take 2 pieces of 1 3/4 inches of the 20 gauge German style wire. This wire is nickel compliant, but if your ears are sensitive, you can use hypoallergenic wire. I'm going to give it a little bend, clip the ends so they're the same size, and soften the end with the burr cup tool. Open up the hook, put on your dangle, close it up, and there are your super cute earrings. For the next style, it's much simpler. We're going to start in the same manner by making a loop with the round nose pliers. Bring the wire right around. We're not going to center the loop, we're just making a basic loop, putting it right on the jig. Push on a 6mm bead and then bend the other end the opposite direction. Looks a little bit like an extended infinity sign. So one wire goes one way, one wire goes the other way. We'll lift it off the jig. Clip the end flush. Keep the wire to do your next loop. And then you're going to make a hook This is a safety clasp. I love this design. We're going to take about 6 inches, bend it at the 2-inch mark, make a little jog, bring the wire around the bail making pliers to make the hook with both wires, hold the 2 wires together and bring the end around, a full turn around. Give it a little pinch. We want to push the wire towards the middle of the hook and get your round nose pliers to make a little loop that will sit inside the hook. Clip it flush. Get your chain nose pliers, pinch in that pokey end, and make sure that little extra loop is inside the hook. This will help so your piece doesn't come undone. Make a centered loop at the end of the hook with your bail making pliers and twist the end of the wire around to make it extra secure. Give it a little clip with the flush cutters, pinch it, and from there you can take your little simple components that you made on the jig and you can hook them together. Give the loops a little pinch to make sure they're even, straightened out. You can take 2 pairs of pliers to do that, just to straighten it out a bit. Hook them all together, as many as you will need. Open it up at the end to put on your hook, close it right up, and you'll see that it attaches just with the hook in the last loop, dangles around, and it's super cute. If you want to make an extra dangle for the earrings, I used a larger 8mm bead. We're going to center a loop above the bead, hook it onto the component, open up a hook, put it on there, close it up, and there are your super cute dangly earrings. Thanks so much for watching the video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making tutorials. Join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook to share pictures of your wire art and wire jewelry. Hop over to the Wire Lady TV channel every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, where I troubleshoot new ideas for wire art and jewelry, and I welcome your ideas and special requests. There's also templates, tutorials, and ebooks. You can use the coupon code SAVE25 to save 25% when you purchase any 5 templates, tutorials, or ebooks in my Etsy DIY shop. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.